Hey baby, what you doing?
Well, it's just gonna turn on the tree.
Oh, okay.
What the hell?
What's going on with the tree, babe?
What'd you do? Did the breaker break?
Oh, the power's out.
The power's out.
All right, I got just the thing for this kind of situation. Let me show you. What we got here, folks, is a gas generator with 750 running watts with 7185 starting watts. It's got a 7-gallon gas tank. I've got a generator cord. Let's go set that bad boy up. Now this thing's kind of heavy, and it's got this handle here that locks in place. Yeah, man, this thing's at least 250 pounds. Oh, man. All right, folks, as you see here, this massive generator, all 400 cc's of power, can pretty much power anything you need. I got a single 4-prong twist lock for 30 amp service. That's right, 30 amp service here. And I got 6 115, 2 of them which are 6 double gang 115, 2 of which are GFCI protected, and they're all 3-prong. They're all protected. I'll show this to you a little bit later, but I ordered one of these off Amazon, a generator power cord that has the female or the male twist lock on this end to plug in here, and then with a handy little device for your house, you plug in the other end and you could power up to 6 115 15 amp 3-prong outlets with just that 30 amp right there. Is pretty neat. So let's start this bad boy. All right, first thing you want to do is hit this engine switch. Then you're going to want to primer it. You're also going to want to make sure your petcock is all the way down, and so you got fuel running to your carburetor. Should start on one try. There you go, that's it. Now you're going to hear right away, this thing is loud. In fact, if you're trying to be an off-grid prepper, survivalist, and you don't want your neighbors knowing you have a generator that can power your whole house, that's probably not the one for you. But there's a solution. What this is one of the 4 sides to a quiet box that I built just for this generator. So let me put it together, then I'll show it to you. Okay, first off, you're going to notice that I used about 1/2-inch OSB. I used OSB because it's a lot less prone to warping and stuff, and that's what I chose. And then maybe I should talk about the purpose of this right off the bat. The purpose of a quiet box is to deaden the noise from one of these monsters. Now, this size generator, if you were to buy one that's designed for RVs and it's super quiet, you're going to break the bank. The average person is not going to be able to afford that. Now you can get a little Honda 2000 or 3000, little tiny bopper generator, great, but that's not going to power your house. It might power your Traeger, a couple other things, but the reason I got this is to power our house, or just the major appliances in the house, and for emergencies and stuff. So getting back to the box. The other stuff that I'm using is some of this rock wool, kind of semi-rigid 2-inch thick sound deadening insulation. Now this stuff you put in the walls in like home theaters and high-end homes that want to deaden the sound. They also sell this in like kind of a batten 16-inch wide rolls or stuff that you traditional kind of insulation. But this is stuff that I had to mail order, and I'll leave a little picture of the tag. Okay. Now some of the considerations: you got to have an air inlet on one side. Okay, because that generator is going to get warm and it's going to need air. So I got this here at Lowe's, and it's a soffit vent for like a garage or workshop. Now the key thing here is that you don't want to leave a big opening because the sound will escape. The air can travel around corners, but the sound generally has a harder time with it. So the more obstacles you give the sound, the better. But you see that it's got a screen on there too to keep the critters out. And again, I'll leave the measurements and stuff in the description. I got the top of the box right there. I'm not using as much of that insulation, but that's it right there. And I also have an exhaust outlet. Now, I used a metal flanged, something similar that you would use for venting your exhaust of like a hot water heater or something in your home. Here's the outside, and there's the double-walled pipe that I'm going to use in there. And the concept with this is to let the exhaust escape, and it's going to end up kind of buttoned up against like that, of course, but coming out of that side there, and then I'll just point it upward and stuff. Now, you might want to ask, well, how am I going to get all that air out of there? That box is going to get warm. So, Amazon to the rescue. I bought one of these 800 CFM electric fans, pre-wired, 115 volt. All I had to do was wire up a 3-prong plug. That will actually plug right into the generator when it's running. So it's kind of self-powered. Now here's the neat part of this fan. It's an exhaust fan, and these louvers open up when it's running. And they are very well sealed up. So if you decide to, or if I decide to leave this thing up all the time, you know, again, the biggest of the critters won't get in there. Plus there is a screen on the other side. See that? Of course, all insulated. Pretty cool, huh? Now they have these kind of generators that have electric starts, and you could rig them with remote switches. This one I got on sale doesn't have the electric starter, so I have to use the pull cord. So essentially what I'm going to end up doing is getting it to this state of buildup. I'm going to start it, roll it in, and then finish the assembly, and we'll be good to go. Significantly quieter. I'll do a quick comparison right now from when I had it start earlier. So I don't have a decibel meter, I can't measure it right now, but I don't have to yell at you, and it almost sounds like one of those Honda 3000s, you know, it sounds like it's muffled. And the only issue I got really is the exhaust. I got to refine that a little bit. Let me show you. So I think if I routed that exhaust a little bit higher, spend a little bit more time on it. I got to make some kind of a quick release bracket, something that goes on there a little bit more simply and funnels that exhaust up a little bit higher. But from here, you know, it doesn't sound bad. It almost sounds like an RV generator, which are pretty quiet. My Onan 4000 on my toy hauler sounds just about like this if you're standing on that side of my RV. It's about the same thing. So this is the first time I've actually started it and ran it with that box. I'll keep you guys updated how it works out. But hey, let me get back to why I really started this, to see if it'll power anything. Alright, on the house side, I got this through wall adapter for the other end of that 30 amp cord. Get you a better view of that. And There's no power on it normally until I hook it up. And right now there's 30 amps on here. Okay guys, on the inside of the house is a 6-gang 115, and you can see I have power because these two LEDs let me know that I have good power from that generator. When I'm not hooked up or I turn the generator off, these go cold. So this is nothing more than an off-grid outlet. It's pretty handy. I'll try to leave a link in the description. About $100 for one of these, and you don't have to have an electrician install it for you because it's not hooked up to the grid. Success. Christmas is saved. Alright guys, I hope you can pick up that sound all right. I'm about halfway to my alley and about halfway to any of the neighbors' fences. It's actually quieter on this side since I got the exhaust kind of pointing into those palm trees. That foliage kind of is a natural barrier to sound, so to speak. I'm going to go drop the sides and let's see what it sounds like. Okay, as you can tell, that's a lot louder. So I think it was worth the money, worth the time to do it. You know, you can take a tough shed or one of these smaller sheds and do something very similar. I chose the easy way out and just bought some wood and did it myself. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this, guys. Merry Christmas.